everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating from the gun, Conley. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it's 3rd and goal. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Conley to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Here's Gurley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Gurley. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Peterson.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Play action now. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. He's got a first down and more past the 30. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. A first down carry here for Johnson.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Foreman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Gurley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mariota again. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. He's got a man, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run on first down. Johnson. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? Doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Steps away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 43.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They run. It's Gurley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Conley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Look at the big man rumble. The 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the lead. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a draw play for Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Conley. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Conley out to his left for the catch made by Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back to throw. Conley got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Conley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Conley. This will be caught inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Harry. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Conley forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Conley. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To To throw Mariota. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Offense.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for third? And a first. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Mariota. He's got Smith here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Mariota to throw it. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. He's got a first down and more past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Dissly, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
to do that?
What
maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on second down. Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On second down, Mariota again. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be... a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just... And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Complete. Smith has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from
onside kick and not have the ball back.
Out there for what you just turned. And scene. And that should just... Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, call it a day.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just